welcome to the Library of Parthos. My name is Sarah and today is an unboxing video, and today we're kicking it old school. We are combining Owlcrate and Illumicrate in the same video. I started splitting them up just to kind of keep the video length down because I know it can get monotonous looking at like item after item after item. However, I am so far behind. So in order to get caught up and not be looking at November and December stuff in the middle of like February, I just wanted to combine the two together for October and just get it out of the way. So that is the plan for today. We are going to unbox both Owlcrate and Illumicrate for the month of October. So starting off with Owlcrate. Owlcrate has not been doing spoiler cards recently, but they have been just putting the inspiration for items directly onto the items, which kind of makes it a little bit easier because I don't have to like reference back and forth between the spoiler card and the item. So let's go ahead and get started. The theme for October was Bleed You Dry. Sounds great. I love it. So let's take a look at the first item. First item, we have these Teatime socks inspired by Tempest tea. You know, I don't really get Teatime vibes while I'm looking at these. We have an umbrella, a sword, a lighter, a paintbrush maybe? There's a gun up here and some paw prints. So not really giving Teatime vibes, but I love socks and I will happily add these to my wardrobe rotation. Next up, we have Constantina's candle holder inspired by a Dowry of blood. I'm gonna be honest, I don't quite know how this works. So we have the hole here for the candle, I think, but then it just sits like this. Is that right? Cast a dark shadow, this gothic piece of, I don't understand how this works. Okay, I can't figure this out, but I'm sure that somebody on Instagram has figured it out. So it says, what is more lovely after all than a monster undone with want? It's an interesting quote, I like it. I've never heard of this book, but it sounds really good based on that quote. Okay, I just looked it up. There's some assembly required. That's why I couldn't figure it out. So, oh, there we go. So it just needs to bend like that. Okay. Okay, that makes so much more sense. Okay, so now the candle sits here, it casts the shadow. Got it, got it. Everything's been figured out, guys, don't worry. We got it. That looks cool. Definitely perfect for spooky season. Unfortunately, it's not what we're going for right now, but that's totally on me for being behind. Next up, we have a book pot, which also would have been perfect with my spooky season decor when it was here, and it is a Dracula book pot, which different than the rest of the book pots, which are white on the inside with the white pages. This thing is completely black. And it says Dracula on one side on the spine, and then on the back it says despair has its own calms. Again, if I could do flower arrangements, that's what I'd do with this, but I can't, so I won't. Next up, we have this Lion and Lamb pen set inspired by, you guessed it, Twilight. So we have quotes on them: without the dark we'd never see the stars. And so the lion fell in love with the lamb. The perfect pairings pin for this month is based on The Serpent and the Wings of Night by Carissa Broadbent. So we have the two characters that are from that book, because I don't know who they are, on the pin. I love the colors of it though. It's really nice. So we are getting close. This is number 10. We have 2 more, and then that is it for the collection, and we'll be starting something new in January. So I'm like sad to get to the end, but I'm excited to display them all finally, and I'm excited to find out what January brings. So 1 more for the collection. So I forgot something really cool about the book for this month. This month comes with a set of page overlays. So the book for this month is Immortal Dark by, I'm so sorry, I'm gonna butcher this name, Tigist Gurma, Tigist Gurma. I'm not sure how to pronounce that name. So I want to show you the page overlays before we take a look at the book. So they came in this like super cool envelope. It feels very secretive and very, very official. So there are 2 page overlays. And I don't know if you're gonna be able to see, I mean, I think you'll be able to see them. There's this one, and then there is this one. So I'm not sure if they're supposed to go on a specific page or just kind of wherever. So here's the book. We have the dust jacket. It says, no soul can enter Xali without an invitation. We have this really cool, it looks like it's Latin on the sprayed edges. Nothing on the inside of the dust jacket, but the inside of the cover is really pretty as well. It says The Mad Lovers. And then on the back it says, ask anything, everything. If it is within my ability and my rule, I will give and hold no contempt afterward. But if you break my rule, I will break you into 1,000 souls and punish each reincarnation 1,000 ways. That's like really scary. My gosh, that's wild. So inside, just some very generic artwork. I don't mean that in a bad way, just not pictures of the characters or anything, but just kind of a print. That's probably a better way for me to phrase it. There's a print on the inside. And then I guess we could just kind of stick the page overlays somewhere in here. Maybe that. And then maybe throw this one in here too. Maybe like that. So these are really cool. I'm gonna be honest, these are awesome, but I feel like it's just gonna get in the way. Like, I don't know. I've never done anything with page overlays before, so we'll see how I feel about them once I actually read this book. So let's take a look at the summary of this book, The Immortal Dark. Orphaned heiress Kidan Idani grew up far from the arcane society she was born into, where human bloodlines gain power through vampire companionship. When her sister June disappears, Kidan is convinced a vampire stole her, the very vampire bound to their family, the cruel yet captivating Susenyos Sagad. To find June, Kidan must infiltrate the elite Uxali University, where she must survive living with I want to say Susanoo because I have Naruto on the brain, but it's not. Susenyos. Even as he does everything he can to drive her away. It doesn't matter that Susenyo's wickedness speaks to Kidan's own violent nature and tempts her to surrender to a life of darkness. She must find her sister and kill Susenyos at all costs. When a murder mirroring June's disappearance shakes Uxali, Kidan sinks further into the ruthless underworld of vampires, risking her very soul. There she discovers a centuries-old threat, and June could be at the center of it. To save her sister, Kidan must bring Uxali to its knees and either break free from the horrors of her own actions or embrace the dark entanglements of love and the blood it requires. I mean, wow, that's crazy. I couldn't pronounce half of those names, but that sounds really, really good. So here's the thing, like, I get why this is in the October box, but I wish I would have had this in August so that I could have started it in time. Because by October, like, I already know what I'm reading for the foreseeable future. So it's kind of hard to add it into the mix, at least for me. I'm sure it's not that case for everyone, but oh man, this sounds so good. I can't wait to read it. Okay, anyway, let's move on to Illumicrate. Illumicrate is still doing the spoiler cards. So we have the spoiler card for this month of October, because that's not the month I'm filming this, but that's okay. And the theme is Colors of Magic. So let's dig in. First item is this book jacket inspired by the Priory of the Orange Tree. I'm not gonna lie, I thought this was fourth wing when I first picked it up, except the dragon's not gold, but it's super cute. I love it. I love these book jackets. The only issue is when the books they're either too like tall or too fat, but I really like them for keeping books safe while I'm traveling. The next item is this cute little lavender and honey travel kit inspired by the Honey Witch. It is adorable. I love this so much. So we have this cute little case, and the case, it's kind of hard to tell, I think, because there's a pattern on the case and there's pattern on the bottle. So I'm going to take the bottles out so that you can see the design on the bag, and then each of the bottles has a different print. So this one is bees and little honey dipper things. This is flowers, lavender, jars of honey maybe, lemons, and another one with bees on it. This one's a little bit different than the first one, a little bit darker print on it. So those are super cute. I love them. I can't wait to use them when I travel. I don't know what I'm going to use them for specifically. Maybe like, maybe lotions. I'm not sure, but definitely put these to use because I need to make sure that I have all of my essentials when traveling. Next up, we have this Crimson Moth enamel chain pin set. Seems like a lot of words to say to describe this. So we have this cool moth and then a flower here connected with a chain. I think these are super cool. I don't ever remember to wear pins, honestly. I remember to put them on banners, but not to wear them. But I feel like this would be like a great one on like a sweater or like a blazer. I think that would look awesome. Maybe this, I'll put it on a blazer. I don't know. I'm gonna try it. I'll try it. Next item is this Alluring Gods washi tape set, inspired by Gods of Jade and Shadow. You know, I've been loving the green and gold combinations, and here we go. We've got 3 sets of tape that are green and gold. So I'm not really one who uses a lot of washi tape, but I will find a reason to use this. Last but not least, we have the book for this month, which is Until We Shatter by Kate Dillon. So we've got green and gold on here, but we got some purple mixed in too. Still really pretty. We've got this like prismatic kind of design to it. We've got the sprayed edges as well. On the inside, we do have some artwork. Oh, the cover is beautiful without the dust jacket on. Hang on. There we go. Super pretty. Beautiful artwork on it. We've got artwork on the inside. Very like, this artwork is like more cartoony than we normally see, which is kind of a fun change. And there's more artwork in the back. So let's go ahead and take a look at the summary and see what these interesting characters are going to get up to in this story. No matter where she goes, Semi's life is under threat. The church would see her killed for having any magic. The Council of Shades wants her dead for not having enough. So when her mother falls ill, Semi has no choice but to turn thief. And when she's offered a job that could solve all their problems, it's impossible to resist. The catch, Semi will have to work with Chase, beautiful, dangerous, and full of secrets, to steal a powerful relic the church has hidden within a deadly realm of shadows. If she succeeds, Semi will finally be safe, but if she's caught, she risks igniting a spark that could destroy the city and everyone inside. So sounds like a heist book, which I do enjoy, and I don't think I read enough of, to be honest. So love it. I'm super excited to read it. Can't wait. That is the end of this video. That is the end of the October boxes for Owlcrate and Illumicrate. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.